Can you share any of those lessons with us?
I'm still processing those things. I'm a man of a few words, but I try to find the right ones, and I don't got the right ones right now.
What about what you've learned about yourself as a football player? Obviously, you have 17 sacks, the season that you've had sort of all around at this stage of your career. Like, what do you think you showed yourself? Not that you're showing anyone else, but what did you show yourself this year?
I mean, I showed myself what I already knew. When you love this game, it'll love you back in so many ways. And so you put your all in every day, give your all every day, every game. Certain stuff can be the reflection of it, whether it's stats or anything else. I always want the opposing team to know that I was out there.
How rewarding is that to use a chance to look at that and reflect yet and say, like, the accomplishment that is?
Yeah, I mean, it's an accomplishment, but it's more so a team accomplishment. Just knowing what it takes to record a sack. I remember talking to Justin Tuck years ago, probably around my rookie year, only having 4 sacks my rookie year. He's like, man, it take a lot. It take a lot for a guy to get a sack. You can come clean. I think yesterday, I don't know how many times I hit the guy, but the ball was gone, and so it take a lot of things working together in order for you to achieve those statistical things. And so it's something I don't take for granted. Just knowing what my teammates put in every week for me to be a beneficiary, whether it's a sack or whether it's whatever. It's something I don't take for granted.
And you talked about how much you want to win a Super Bowl. Do you still feel like you can do that here?
Oh, you funny. I don't know what.
Can I rephrase?
Yeah, it's a lot of futuristic questions that I won't be able to answer. You probably have to talk to somebody upstairs or whoever is going to be the new guy. Yeah, so it's a lot of things with that question, loaded question right there.
Let me try it a different way. So you talked a lot about how much you want to win.
Yeah.
How much is that going to influence your approach to this offseason?
Oh, it's going to influence it substantially. Something that me and my guys have to talk about. And definitely, just got to put everything in perspective, man. 32, going on 33.
You said it this time.
Yeah, I don't mind saying it. I don't mind saying it, man. I just know what I bring to the game, and understanding that I want to be a team guy, whatever team. I know I'm not in control of that right now.
So you, just to be clear though, you have every intention to keep playing, correct?
Yeah, man. You don't see me out there, bro.
No, I did.
Man. I'm messing with you. Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. Got through the season healthy, man, which is a blessing. God bless me this season to get through healthy and be able to play dominant football. It was easy. It was easy, too. Along with the coaches and everybody here, the training staff, all hands on deck. My guy Sergio, my guy JJ Miranda, New York, flying out, massaging me. It was a hell of a year for my group, my guys.
Not bad for a guy that some said was washed, huh?
Yeah, man. See, that's the thing, man. I don't think people truly understand the game of football. There's a lot of different intangibles that come with this game, and whether you get sacks or whether you don't, I don't feel like people really truly understand what it's like to get double teamed and triple teamed. You know what I'm saying? Especially in passing situations, which you kind of see guys around the league dealing with that. And I'm a guy that's been dealing with that for nine years now. So just learning how to adapt to the game is something that I feel like I did a lot better this year.
How much did it mean 5 multi-sack games?
You said how much did it mean?
Yeah, to have 5-6 multi-sack games, because you've always said they come in bunches and they come in runs.
Yeah, I mean it means something, but I feel like it's more so a team stat. You know what I mean? Just understanding how long these guys had to hold the ball in certain situations in order for me or whoever else to get there to affect the quarterback. it's just all hands on deck.
In a perfect world, though, whether it's here or elsewhere, you're going to be looking for an opportunity where you feel like you have a really good shot at winning the whole thing. Is that fair to say?
Say that one more time.
In a perfect world, you'll be looking for an opportunity, whether it's here or elsewhere, where you feel like you have a chance to win a Super Bowl. Like, is that a fair way to frame it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to even phrase it like that. Just knowing what this team means to me right now, I don't want to phrase it like I'm a guy that's looking for opportunities elsewhere just yet. You know what I mean? Yeah.
After a season like this, how long do you kind of shut things down before resuming off-season workouts and trying to prepare for next season?
Oh man, I'm trying to press on the gas. I started going there and squat today. That's how I'm thinking right now. Just knowing what I want to do and what I want to accomplish, and how close it can be to taking over games. I want to press the gas, especially in my all-season program this year. Not taking too many days off outside of recovery days, but I want to put my foot on the gas this year.
Derwin, first of all, on behalf of the beat writers, congratulations. You are this year's Good Guy recipient
Good guy. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
for most cooperative during the media this year and throughout your career.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Appreciate everything y'all do, for sure.
So what was the message during the year-end meeting?
Well, just thanking everybody for how much hard work they put in. A lot of guys put a lot of efforts in. You know, there's a lot of moving parts this season. Didn't turn out how we wanted it to, but you know, everybody was grateful for everybody that everybody did.
What's this off-season going to look like for you?
Just training, getting my body resting, taking time to reflect on the season, and see how I can get better next year.
With a head coach and opening, what are you kind of looking for in the next head coach? Like, if you had a wish list, what would it be?
You know, I'm gonna control what I control, but if I could say anything, just someone coming in, you know, ready to lead the team, and like I said, that we can count on, and that's gonna be there.
Just maybe more specifically in terms of the defense, since there may be a new defensive coordinator and scheme, what's the biggest thing you would want out of that?
Just clarity. We just go out there, play fast, and just clarity. And like I say, I don't want to get into like X's and O's right now. Whoever they pick, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a good job with that. But like I said, just coming in, making sure everybody understands and getting to work.
These last 3 weeks, did it seem like there was more clarity on defense?
Not that we want clarity, but it was just us being connected and us going out there executing and calming stuff down and us being together.
With your safety group in particular this year, I mean, there's with your safety group in particular this year, there was like, you know, some injuries and stuff like that, but how did you think as a group you guys performed?
Overall, I think we played good in some spots, but like I said, it was always room for improvement, and you know, I feel like every week we feel like we put our all into it, and like I said, it's always room for improvement to get better. But like I said, overall, I feel like we was connected all season, had fun with each other, enjoyed it every moment, and it was a lot of fun.
Obviously, a ton of uncertainty around here. Have you even entertained the possibility of you not being here?
Like I say, that ain't my job. My job is to make sure I'm ready to play, and like I say, you know, I'm just controlling what I control, and whatever happens, happens.
Just firstly, you know, how hard was it for you to be out those last, 4 games of this year? You were on pace to like break all the. I mean, you did break a bunch of records, but just on pace for.
Yeah, it was tough. I could have, expanded on what I had going, and just having to watch the guys anytime is, it's not fun. You work out whole off season and stuff, so to not miss games and then having to miss games is always tough. So.
You got voted 6th Pro Bowl again out of the last 7 years. What did that mean for you?
The process is still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Just keep sticking with it and, just ride this thing till the wheels fall off.
When you look back on the season, I don't know if you needed it, but does that give you confidence of, like, moving forward that, I don't know, play for a longer time, or do you kind of expect a year like this for you?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected it. Obviously, the work I put in, the way I work in the off season and getting ready for the season, that's always the mission to go out and play your best, put your best stuff on film, and let the rest take care of itself.
Yeah, I mean, you've been here since, you're the longest tenured Charger on this team. When the team did fire, Tom and Brandon, did you what was that like for you? And did you talk to Tom? I know you.
Yeah, that was the first time, we ever fired somebody mid-season. And, Tom going down, that definitely, hurt because I came in with Tom. He obviously gave me the opportunity, drafted me, and I did talk to him. And, it's just part of the business, It's all about production. So.
And have you thought about like your future here and playing here, moving forward? Would you like to be here?
I don't want to go nowhere else. I've been here 10 years. Like you said, the longest guy on the team. So I'm not looking forward to anything else.
Mentally, though, how do you sort of approach it? There's obviously going to be a new GM, new head coach. Your contract situation. Sort of, how do you sort of balance knowing that you want to retire here, but knowing that, like you said, it's also a business.
Control what you can control. Obviously, like Gift said, do the right things. Stay clean cut, and just try to make sure you're handling all your business, and let the rest take care of itself.
You played under a few different head coaches, so it seems like you probably have a good idea of like what works and what doesn't. Like, what are the traits that you think are important to have as a head coach in the league?
Leadership, obviously. Leadership, being a winner, knowing the game in and out, just being smart.
Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
If it came down to this, I mean, would you? I assume you would keep playing if it was somewhere else, though, in terms of
Not anywhere else. Select few.
But you would be open to that if it came to that, if it was
Legit.
Yeah.
If it was like
Like a chance to win.
Yeah.
Keenan, do you feel like this team, in terms of a new head coach or something, needs a disciplinarian or an ass kicker in here?
I'm not big on the dictator side. Like I said, you need a winner. You need a guy who know what he's doing, know what he can do, and just a guy that puts us in position to win.
With the correct guy, do you feel like you guys can turn this around for next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you close to making it back? We saw you out on the field some.
Yeah, I mean, there was no shot at the playoffs, so it was just kind of, it's not gonna get hurt type of thing. Probably could have played playoff type game, something like that. Probably could have fought through it.
There's turnover every year, but given the changes, if there's more turnover this year, how do you kind of approach that?
As far as
roster-wise,
yeah. I mean, it's just you got to see how it goes. Obviously, the cap is where it is, so you got to see where that goes, see how we manage it, and you never know. So I don't know.
What do you think about the growth of yours and Justin's relationship this year on the field?
I think it was great. We obviously got a better chemistry from when we first started, and I think as long as we stay together, it'll just keep getting better and better. He's getting smarter. I'm getting the more of a feel of what he likes, and it's just going to keep growing.
Just another question, sort of about your future. There is a scenario where like you wouldn't necessarily have control over like where you ended up, like in a trade, for example. Like how would you sort of approach that if like you didn't get, like you say, there's a select few teams that you want a chance to win. Like how would you sort of approach that if that did end up being reality?
I don't know. I don't know, but there's not like I'm not playing for a team that I don't want to play for, So that is what it is. I've been playing this game long enough. I'm kind of solidified on that side, and if it did come down to that, then adios, amigos. Get picked up in the offseason or, right before the playoffs like these old heads be doing. So, hey, shout out to them. Shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to them. We'll become a part of that community real quick.
Melvin Ingram just did it.
Hey, getting a sack, too. I see you, boy. Yeah.
Just, 3 months post-surgery, where you at, kind of where you think he'd be, slightly ahead, or?
I'm slightly ahead. Yeah, I'm in the right space. Just taking it one day at a time. That's the main thing. It's a process, so just taking it one day at a time. But I'm ahead of the process.
Mentally, how tough was the season, especially with the way this season turned out, 5-12, and offense kind of struggling and everything? Just how hard was it for you?
It was hard for me. I mean, just watching, every game, just wanting to be out there to help the guys get a W. That was the main thing, just me being the player that I am. I want to be out there to help the guys win, and I wasn't able to do that. So, yeah, my main focus was just to get back 100%.
How hard was it just watching a receiving group, because we thought things with injuries last year couldn't get much worse, and it seemed like they did this year?
Yeah, I know. Keenan missed some time last year. Me coming out with third game, tearing my ACL. Just back-to-back years we had injuries in the group. So, yeah, we just got to regroup, focus this offseason, getting healthy, and be ready.
Do you have a target date in mind as far as when you're expecting to be back on the field?
Nah, not really. It'll be soon, though.
And just have you thought about your future? Obviously, entering last year, the contract, new GM and head coach coming in. What sort of goes through your mind when you consider?
I feel like all that stuff gonna play out itself. I don't really think about that too much. That's gonna happen regardless of the situation. My main focus is just getting back healthy.
But do you want to be here?
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Just how much of unknown is there? Because you went through a coaching change 3 years ago, but
Well, that's a lot of stuff we can't control for real. So that's not really something I can control. Who we bring in, who gonna be the GM, the head coach, and the guys that he want to be a part of this team. But I know what I'm capable of doing. I know that I'm gonna come back stronger, faster, and better after this injury. So I just gotta focus on what I can focus on. That's me getting back better.
What was your reaction when you saw the organization make those two moves? Tom specifically, a guy that drafted you, extended you.
It was tough. Obviously, like you said, Tom, a guy who believed in me, obviously, so gave me an opportunity. I thanked him for that. Talked to him after the situation, but yeah, I feel like the next people who come in here are gonna do a good job also. So excited to see who it's gonna be.
Who do you think it should be?
I don't know.
No opinion?
No opinion at all.
When you say you're ahead of schedule, what does that mean? Is there stuff you could do that you weren't expecting to be able to do at this point?
No, it's just timelines and stuff where we kind of was trying to meet, and I'm hitting those timelines ahead of schedule, so everything looking good.
Are you running, or where are you at?
I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't want to tell us?
I don't know. Y'all gonna see in a little bit, I guess.
Guess all good?
What was it like watching the offense this year, just under Kellen, new coordinator, and just with the various moving pieces?
Kellen, I feel like he brought in a great offense, something I wanted to be a part of. We was about to get things rolling, and then the injury happened, and, I had to watch from the sideline. But, yeah, it was offense I wanted to be a part of. Felt like I could have, put some numbers up, helped the offense, be one of the top offenses in the league. But obviously the situation happened, so, yeah.
Mike, with Quentin, you kind of struggled your rookie year. Just what kind of advice did you give Quentin about his rookie year?
It's over now. Just reset, regroup, look ahead. That's the main thing. You can't really control the past. It's going to be a lot of people, talking who don't know much about the sport, haven't played the sport. So, you was doing it for a long time. You know what you're capable of doing. Obviously, you was a first-round receiver, so everybody know what you're capable of doing. So, focus this offseason, get better, and, be you.
How would you assess your first season in the NFL?
Just me?
Yeah.
It was all right. We ain't wanted to go how you wanted it, so I think it's just been all right. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you expect to get as many plays as you did this season, and kind of make yourself, kind of solidify yourself in the lineup as a rookie?
I didn't really expect to get that much snaps, but I just gotta make the most of what I got, and then I just got an opportunity to play, and then just went on from there.
How much did that Minnesota game kind of serve as a springboard to what you were able to do this season?
I guess it did help me out a little bit. I think I had a pretty good game that game, so I guess it helped me out throughout the year and get my foot in the door, I guess.
Just give Joey, Khalil, just how much did they help you not only in the offseason but during the season as well?
Yeah, man, they help me a lot. I mean, they help me stay consistent, stay on top of things. Yeah, I appreciate them a lot and grateful for them for sure.
Did you get more comfortable as the season went along and kind of, I deserve to be in this locker room and deserve to be in the league? I mean, still seems like you're quite a little starstruck at times, but did you get more comfortable kind of being here?
I think I for sure got more comfortable as the year went on. I think it was a big thing for me was just trying to earn people's respect. I think the main reason why I'm quiet because I don't feel like I need to talk because who am I to talk, So hopefully I'm gaining a little bit more respect and stuff like that. So that's really what I want.
What's your approach as you enter your first NFL offseason?
Get to work. Maybe a vacation. Everybody's telling me to take a break, but I just got to come back next year stronger, better, and everything. So I'm ready for it.
Or somewhere you want a vacation?
Not out the country, that's for sure. I'm too scared to go out the country. I don't know. All that language barrier stuff and all that. Yeah, I can't do all that. But I'm going to just stay somewhere out here. Maybe go to Florida. Maybe go watch my brother play a game. So I think that'll be fun.
Is it more you gonna work out with teammates or some of your former USC guys during the off season?
Yeah, I'll train with my family, my brother, my cousin. So yeah.
Sorry to ask this, but just what are you going to take away from this season?
I mean, all the stuff that I need to get better with on, going to the offseason prepared to, I have a good idea of what I need to work on. So, just get to work.
What are those things?
I don't want to say it.
How would you categorize this season for you?
Yeah, as a life lesson, life journey, and it was something that I'll definitely learn and never forget from. So it's it sucks the way it ended. We didn't obviously end the way we wanted to, but something that I'm still grateful for.
Do you feel like you'll be back next season?
With the Chargers? I have no idea. No idea. Haven't even started thinking about that yet because there's a lot of planning. Hey, what do I want to do? All of this stuff that goes into it.
What are you going to be looking for as far as like this next stage of your career, whether it's here or elsewhere? Like what are the things that are important to you?
I haven't thought about it, man. I just try to finish this, and then I don't want to say something here that I haven't spoken with my team about.
Just with your team, is it the same agency or?
Yeah, I'm with the same agency.
Okay.
Yeah, because my agent passed,
Right.
and then so I still had relationships with other agents in the agency. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in a general sense, if you could, do you have any different feeling at all about the running back situation league-wide? Or do you anticipate this is another offseason?
No.
Like,
I always want to see our guys get an opportunity to go, get a chance to get in a contract. Yeah, and when there's a bunch of franchise tags getting put on our guys, it's unfortunate because they didn't get that opportunity to go maybe get a market deal that maybe could have been better, or maybe it wouldn't have. But we'll see what happens this offseason. It's another opportunity for guys to go out there and get a contract, especially all those franchise guys. Right? Let's see what happens with them. Seasons play out differently, than they do in the past. You have to continue to prove yourself every year, and so we'll see how those guys did this year, and if they're rewarded with the contract.
do you have any more confidence that it's going to improve for you guys, or do you kind of anticipate? Are you bracing for it?
As far as my confidence level, I'm not sure. It's kind of one of those prove me wrong kind of things. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they try something similar, or trying to put franchise if they can, or keep maybe even I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really speak about it comfortably.
Do you have the sense that it could be a pretty full group of free agents this year? I mean, there's talk of Derrick Henry possibly being on the market, Saquon, who knows what's going to happen, Josh
Tony
Jacobs.
Pollard, yep. And so there's a lot. There's like my class of running backs that era, and then the year before us are kind of hitting the market right now all at once. And then even JK's and even the one before that. So there's like 3 years of running backs that are kind of hitting the market at the same time. And then you have the rookies coming in as well. So, it's a timing thing. There's a lot of, if you look at supply and demand. So, I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I honestly can't speak on it because it's interesting. I'm as interested as you guys are in it.
Austin, there's no doors closed for you at this point on whether it's coming back here or anything, across
No.
the NFL?
No, I know there was something from last night that I said that I wouldn't be playing again with these guys. I meant this particular group of guys, and then in meetings, like, oh, Austin's not coming back, and everyone's like, hey, man, we miss you. I was like, well, I'm not closing doors, but okay, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. But I do know it is a possibility, absolutely.
When you do look back on the 7 seasons here, like what do you cherish the most about your time with the Chargers? Not saying that you're leaving or anything, but like just reflecting on that, yeah.
I would say just the opportunity and then the growth that I've had every single year individually. Where I first came in was just trying to make a name for myself, right? Get on the team. I'm undrafted. I'm 6th string. No one knows who the heck number 3 is, and for me to establish myself at special teams early in my rookie year and really make an impact there. I even scored 5 touchdowns my rookie year, so getting an impact on offense as well, and then being able to grow and really immerse myself into that role of the backup and then also the special teams player, and then enabling myself to actually get the starting job as well, and then continue to climb and grow and make an impact, not only like on the field, but then also starting to get into the community and then becoming a captain. And so it's been an amazing journey, man, here. Like something I'll never forget, and something that I, continue to hope to apply that process over and over again in my life.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, your journey in the NFL, how much does that inform, like, how you operate as a human being on the day-to-day?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, and I think that holds true in some categories, and for how I've approached football, it definitely does in my business sense and how I go about doing things and trying to make an impact. And so you guys see it on the football side. I have a bunch of projects going on off the field too that we're going to start coming to light here as well. So you'll start seeing it on that side too. But really, I'm just trying to make an impact in my own life, and hopefully that spreads to others around me.
Those other interests that you talk about, like, is there any part of you that just wants to lean into that part and sort of start your post-football life, or is that not part of like how you do it? Considering all these interests that you do have.
That's too big of a statement to make, because it's so gray, because I don't know how those are going to play out. I don't know how football is going to play out, so I can't really put a staple in it. But I do know I'm passionate about things off the field as well.
When you made the roster in 17, could you have envisioned 7 years here and
No,
what you've done?
I didn't envision 1 year. I didn't watch the NFL growing up, and so I wasn't really big into like, oh, I'm gonna be in the NFL and go and play for and have a long career. And for me, it was, hey, you have opportunity to play in the NFL. And then for me, I was looking for an opportunity. It was going to be in the business space, I thought, but it actually ended up being playing football in the National Football League. And that was just an eye-opening moment for me, and I immersed myself in it, like I said earlier. And, it was really taking it 1 year at a time, and then I started to get the hang of it and became a pro and learned how to, really sustain this. And that's when I can make a career out of this. Really, after my first year, my favorite stat still to this day is leading the NFL in tackles on punt my rookie year. That's special to me because I never played any special teams ever in my life. I didn't tackle anybody. I didn't play defense in high school, but it just showed hey, I was so committed to wanting to be here. It doesn't matter what the opportunity is, I'm gonna go and do it. And then being able to build off of that has been so special. And so the 7 years that I've had here has been amazing. Even though it's been up and down, just the journey as a human and the experience it's brought to my life has been really fulfilling.
More than 20 touchdowns?
More than 20 touchdowns. Because
Come on, man.
This is why. Because I wasn't supposed to statistically be here, and so that was my opportunity, and it wasn't even playing running back. I got to go tackle people on punt. I've never played gunner. I didn't even know what gunner position was, because we had the wedge back in college, so we didn't have gunners, And so for me to go out there and hey, you're playing this spot, go make tackles. It was me and Michael Davis, a guy that came in with me, also a 7-year guy, and we were competing down there. And if he'd made the tackle, I'd be mad because he made the tackle. Like, dang, Mike, I was right there. And so just some good times that I'm always gonna remember. And that rookie year for me was my staple year of hey, you got over the wall. You put yourself in there and you made it work.
Do you got a favorite tackle from that rookie season or a returner that you brought down?
Not necessarily, but I do. I think it was actually the next year, my second year, I had 5 tackles against the Raiders, or maybe it was my rookie year. That was one of my favorite, and also the Jacksonville game because I was doing really well on offense and had 3 tackles on special teams as well my rookie year. We ended up losing because, anyway, but still that moment was amazing. So there's definitely things that I remember with and with Michael Davis too. Just me and that guy are pretty close since we were the 2 undrafted guys that made the team, and the last from our class anyway, besides Mike Williams. Mike Williams, me, and Michael Davis, the last one from our class here.
What has this season kind of been like for you? How would you categorize it or put it together?
Yeah, obviously it's been a, up and down journey, and it's been something that I've learned a lot from, grown from, as a player, as a person. I loved working with these guys here. I have great relationships with them, and it didn't go the way we wanted to, but at the end of the day, it's just learning for me and for the team, and I wish this organization the best because they've done great things for me, so I appreciate them.
Just what did you think Giff Smith did for you guys this year, or in these final few games?
Giff was awesome, man. I've been with him since my rookie year, so for 4 years, and he's been the same guy. He's real, he's genuine. I think he brought a culture of togetherness and being able to rely on each other, and that's what you need, in rough times and in team sports in general. And I think he did a great job. So I got a lot of love for Giff and respect for him, and I just appreciate what he's done for us the past few weeks, and at least for me in my 4 years here.
You talk about the 4 years, entering free agency, 3 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions. Just how would you sum up your first 4 years in the NFL?
It's been great, man. I mean, the Chargers were awesome to me. Believe in me, taking a chance on a kid from the islands, small town in the islands, and my 4 years has been a lot of growth, and that's what this is about. That's what this whole journey is about, is growing, and I got a lot of respect for this organization, and just thank to the Spanos family for giving me this opportunity, and former GM Tom Telesco, who believed in me as well. So I got a lot of respect and gratitude for them, and it's been fun, man. It's been a journey. I've built so much great relationships here, and hopefully those last for a long time. And I'm just really grateful.
Nervous, excitement for free agency, just what do you think?
Nah, no nerves. I guess you can say some excitement. I'm just gonna take some time to just get away, to reflect, and whatever God's got planned for me, it's already written. So I'm just grateful.
You gonna travel at all?
Definitely gonna travel, do some traveling, get away, get in the ocean. I'm a water guy, so get in the ocean, have some fun.
Thank you.
And
appreciate it.
And a part of days like this, reading the locker room clean out, just what are kind of the emotions, saying bye to the guys and stuff like that?
It's always a rough day. It's like you build so much relationships with these guys, and you put in a lot of work and time together, and they become your friends, your brothers, people you lean on during tough days. So you understand being in the NFL long enough that every year is a new year, and there's no locker room that's the same. So this is a unique time that you get to spend with your brothers here, and unfortunately it comes to a close, but it's been a fun journey.
And with the safety group, so some of the young guys just had a lot of injuries. You missed some time as well. Just kind of what can you say about the relationship you guys grew within that room? Just people stepping up and stuff like that.
Man, for sure. I mean, even in my time here, I've had some injuries. I've had some good vets around me to help me to learn, to grow in this business, and it's just part of the game. I wish everyone the best here. A lot of my guys, the young guys that I've been with, they're gonna have a great future ahead, and it's been a blessing to work with them.
Josh, just how would you put together this season? What would you say about?
Yeah, we fell short. There's no ifs and buts about it. We fell short of our goals and just what I felt like this team was capable of doing. But it happens, man. It's life. Life in the league. Been here for 4 years, so I've seen the ups and downs, but I think there's a lot to build off on. It's going to be a lot of change. So yeah, for the guys that come back, for whoever's here, man, it's like there's a lot to build off on. These last 3 games, we were more together as a team, and that's so huge, bro. I feel like when you're together and you're playing together cohesively, I just feel like that's when you really can start playing some good ball. So I think that's something to build off on.
Is that something that Giff kind of brought to you guys?
Yeah, man. Giff did an excellent job these past, 3 weeks, just bringing guys together. We had team dinners. Guys were out here playing dominoes, chess. Dudes were playing it felt like a team. And I felt like that was what was missing, the past, few years, just that cohesiveness. So
Gift did an excellent job, man. He's a great guy, man. I've been with him for 4 years, and he's just excellent energy. And yeah, man, like he did such a good job just getting guys together.
Free agency, does that bring excitement, nervousness to
Yeah.
you? Like, just what is that?
All of those. It's really exciting, but it's also like you said, it's nervousness because it's like, dang, like you don't know what's next, you know. So for me, I look at what I was able to accomplish. I feel like I put myself in a good position, but you never know how the chips may fall. So it's gonna be interesting, man. To continuously improve and get better, because that's what I can control. The business side, I'll leave that up to my agency and everything to handle.
Josh, how strange is a day like today? Because 2020, your rookie year, they announced Coach Lynn's firing on the day of locker cleanout. You've known this for 4 weeks. You've known there's going to be changes for 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely different. They call it Black Monday, right?
Yes.
Like you see the changes around the league. Even today you'll see guys, boom, boom, boom. That's part of the business, man. Like everyone is in this to win, So if you don't make playoffs or don't compete for Super Bowl, then, you fall short. So it's interesting though, saying goodbye to people that you played with the whole year. So that's another aspect of it. Some coaches, some players you probably won't ever see again. So you just gotta, soak up the moment and, say your goodbyes, unfortunately, and just move on.
Obviously not the season that you guys wanted, but just how would you categorize it?
Well, I think everybody at the end of the day is a little disappointed in the season that we had. Everybody in here is a competitor. Everybody wants to win, and, we have a lot of guys that, worked really hard from the offseason all the way through here. And, fall short in the way that we did is, not characteristic of the guys we have. And I think, a lot of guys are pretty disappointed, but, everything's kind of eyes towards the future now and going forward and, looking at what we did wrong and what we can get better at.
What did GIF add in these last 3 weeks?
GIF just added great energy, really emphasized coming together and playing for each other and having fun and understanding, the situation, but still, no matter what the odds are in the situation, we're going out and playing great. And I think that's what a lot of guys did. I think a lot of guys stepped up and showed out, and, we fell short in these games, but, we played together.
What does the offseason now look like for you?
Relax a little bit. Take about a couple weeks off, let my body get right, and then just get ready to start training again.
With the uncertainty with head coach, GM, just how much attention do you pay to that?
Honestly, you can't pay a lot of attention to it. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know what the future holds, and so you just treat everything like everything's normal, business as usual, and then when things happen, you address them and keep going.
Feels like players always have one memory from each season that kind of sticks with them. What's going to be your fondest memory of this season?
I don't know if I necessarily have one memory, but it'll just be like the amount, we were laughing the whole time. We had some great guys in the room, Nick, Mack, Austin, the guys that, kept everybody laughing, and it was good. It was just good to have those guys around.
You're starting to remember some stuff.
No, I was starting to laugh at Tuli over there.
He wants you to.
Just like on a day like this, when everyone's like cleaning out the locker, what kind of the emotions of just saying?
That sucks. It's never fun. It's the worst day of the year. No matter whether you're ending a season the way we did or it happens after a playoff win, it's never fun. You never know who's going to be in the locker room next year. Every team has a life of its own, and so you don't know who's going to be around, and you just enjoy the guys that you're with. So it's kind of such like a sharp stop that it's never like a good day.
Offseason like gonna be like for you?
So obviously going back to Texas to hang out with the fam for a little bit. Got a trainer out there, receiver trainer, so I'm gonna be out there for a little minute. But that's gonna be probably for like the first month, and then kind of just staying closer out here, especially being my off season. Want to stay, around the facility as much as I can.
How would you evaluate your first season?
It's been obviously for me a lot of up and downs, I would say, but at the same time a great learning experience, especially going into the next season. But at the same time I feel like I progressed as far as just like mentally, physically as the year went on.
Is there anything in particular you feel like you had to work on?
Really the only thing was just for me at least was just getting all the plays down, stuff like that, so the game can kind of slow down for me. At first, I feel like the game was kind of sped up because there was a lot of things I had to think of, like right on the spot. But after I got all that out the way, I was straight.
What did you learn about the league this year? Like, what obviously it's your first year. There's a lot of new stuff. Like what did you learn about the NFL?
That is very, I guess, just to me at least, very fast paced. Like I was just saying, it's like you get in, you got a lot of catching up to do. But like I said in interviews before, I was thankful that I was drafted here under guys like Keenan and Mike. Guys like that can kind of just like help me on the way. So I was good.
How were you able to overcome some of the struggles and try and get yourself mentally right?
Staying positive. I mean, like it would have been easy for me to have a bad game and kind of just veer off and be like I'm done with it, or I'm just not, the guy or the player that I was in college. But just staying positive and then having guys around me that's like constantly lifting me up as well. So when you have guys like that, it makes it that much easier.
What's the biggest learning tool that you've learned throughout the season and that you could take?
The biggest learning tool, I guess just being a receiver, and like I just said, learning from guys like Keenan and Mike is just different things I can do on my routes. It doesn't always have to be full speed. It can be slowed down, and I can make a jump here, make a jump there. But other than that, it's not that much.
How would you categorize this year for you individually?
I don't know. I feel like, I'm always team focused, so, we didn't win enough games. So I'm disappointed about that.
Just how rough is it? Raider game, general manager, head coach are fired through the season and everything, and they can't even finish out the year.
Yeah, that's extremely tough. Obviously, you never want to see nobody lose their job. It's just a tough season. I feel like this team was probably like the closest team I've been on. So it's just weird, not being able to have the success on the field, but, feeling connected as a group off the field. It's just different. So.
Have you thought at all about, next season and being back here? Have you thought about that at all?
I try not to think about it, honestly, bro. So much stuff is up in the air. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. Who knows? What can happen? So.
Would you want to be back?
Absolutely. I love this organization. They obviously believed in me, drafted me. I've given a lot to this organization, and I would love to, continue my career.